What is up, guys and gals? It's me, Thomas Fan 1 here, and today I'm excited to be bringing you my first third-party Transformer review. This figure, if you wanted it the licensed version of Hasbro, you'd have to pay like $350 on eBay for it. But I'm actually here today because we're going to be taking a look at this guy, which would be THFPLUMB, which is the Toy House Factory deformation model. This is a licensed third-party company, and they practically took the mold from the Transformers 3 Dark of the Moon Deluxe Class Leadfoot. I'm actually very excited about this figure because I have never had this figure at all. This is their second version, THFO2 from THFPLUMB. So yeah, but you know, enough for the box. There is like no instructions for that thing in that box at all. So, but thankfully Optibotimus and MGO316 have done videos on this guy. But here he is, Deluxe Class Leadfoot. That's what we're going to be referring to him as from here on out. Now, I do know that Toy House Factory is doing a remake of their Deluxe Class the Dark of the Moon Deluxe Class Roadbuster. But I'm really excited about this guy because I heard last time I saw this guy he was almost impossible to get. But then again, third-party companies always have to make their mark on something. So let's take a good close look at this vehicle here. As you can see, it's got that whole NASCAR look. It's still got that Target logo on the front there. But that's not the Target logo anymore. That's not the Target logo. But on the side here, it's got Cottonole. And it's spelled C-O-T-T-E with the mark above it. Let's see if we can get a good shot of that there. You can kind of see it there, and then of course that's not the Target logo at all because it's got that trademarked dot there. But yeah, all in all, it still looks pretty cool. This is how it comes right out of the package, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to transform him today. But before we do that, here we like to do size scale comparisons. So here he is next to not Roadbuster. This is Topspin, or Twin Twist for all you G1 fans. This is Twin Twist or Topspin, and here's his car. And I'm really excited that Toy House Factory or Dream House Factory is doing that Roadbuster look, because I think that their Topspin model, it kind of sucked a lot. But then again, I have never handled this mold before, but we're gonna go with it. So that's the only scale comparison we're going to give him in vehicle mode. So now let's, without further ado, get to... Oh, and before I forget, the accessories he comes with are pretty much the guns that are on top of him. They do come unpegged, just like so. Here's one of the machine guns. He also comes with these little rocket pieces on here. I'm assuming that's where those go. I'm just going off of by what they look like. And he does come with his mech tech weapon that isn't really a mech tech weapon because it doesn't close and fix itself all the way. So you're gonna have to fix it. You're gonna have to either just do that, but that's not why I bought this figure for the mech tech weapon. I bought it for the figure. So now, without further ado, let's get down into this transformation, shall we? Now we're gonna look down without moving stuff away from me. Okay, here we go. So here we have Deluxe Leadfoot, otherwise known as THO2 from the THFPLUMB line, I guess they got. But for starters, the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come and like take this little back section which has the Chevy. Well, it's not even spelled correctly, but in the stupid any Gerzer from the bottom here. But what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take this section and flip it up like that. Then you're going to want to come to these wheels, and they just untab there, and then just bring them down. Just kind of untab that. There we go. And then bring it down. And then after that, we can take these pieces and just kind of bring them out of the way a little bit there. just a little bit. Then after that, we can take these door panels and untab them right there, and then those are going to come down just like the second verse, same as the first. Those are going to come down, and then after that, we're going to take this section here, which I don't have the fingernails for, but I do have fingernail clippers. If you can, get it right under here and get the top section of this off. There we go, like that. This is going to want to come pull off like that. Then you're going to want to take the legs, or what are going to become the legs, split them, and this is where this Transformers mold comes into problem. But before you do any of that, you're going to want to take this section here with the number panels, take it, rotate it down, and collapse them in. They do not close all the way in, so do not force them. So then you're going to want to take these legs, just swing them back, and then take these sections and kind of finagle everything into place. Take the legs, bring it behind the arms, and then bring the arms back up like that, or like so, like right here. There we go. Then we can take the arm, rotate it, take this panel, make sure that the rim line lines up with the jet. Take this piece for the hand, rotate it, make sure this all stays together, and then fold out the hand like so. Do the same thing with this arm. Second verse, same as the first, as MGO says all the time. Take this piece, rotate it up, fold the leg down like that. And this was a kind of cool piece that I thought was really nice. They added the addition of the wheels being able to close in. But first, before that, we need to take this piece, fold that out. That's heel spur. Fold that toe down. Fold this piece back. Fold this toe down. And then we got that. Swing the arm back up. Kind of rotate it all in place. Get this all lined up. Kind of just finagle everything into place. Then take this chest, this piece here for the lights. This is going to rotate back. And then this piece is just going to come right over his chest. It's got some nice silver details in there. And then kind of just make sure everything lines up. And then fix the arm because I didn't finish it fully, like that. And then there we go. Here we have Deluxe Leadfoot in his robot mode. Now let's flip this camera up here so you guys can see this beautiful, awesome toy. Now, I do like this figure. Now, and I'm going to tell you why. Let me tell you exactly why. I like this figure because the plastic on it doesn't feel like a cheap knockoff. That is the one thing that I do like about it. However, this piece with the panels, with the door pieces here, there is a way to pull this down, but because I don't like using this plastic, wouldn't like using this plastic a lot, it folds down and then it folds back up, and then this chest piece kind of just folds over that slot there. But this is a good, accurate representation of what we were supposed to get for the Deluxe Class Leadfoot. I think it was kind of a bummer we didn't get him. Tell me about your thoughts in the comments below. The one thing I do like about this figure, though, is that, or that I don't like, don't like about this figure, is the backpack. Absolutely destroys the backpack. Now, it did not work. It just did not work for the backpack. But let's just be honest. He's supposed to be a race car. This thing is supposedly supposed to tilt upward enough to the point where you can maybe bend the legs that far, but that's not going to work. So you got to make sure that this works. But all in all, that's the only nitpick I really have about it. Now, here he is with his wrecker brother here, which I gotta fix just a smidge. There we go. Just make sure, just kind of finagling all this stuff back in place. Here he is next to Deluxe Topspin. Topspin out of the way. Get out of the way. And then here we take our other comparison for a more modern figure. Here's Last Night Megatron. And just for one more scale comparison, here he is with Age of Extinction Leader Prime. kind of small. So, well, maybe we could call this Age of Extinction Leadfoot. I don't know, because Leadfoot was shown in Age of Extinction. Only problem was they only showed the footage of him getting destroyed and dismantled. So, but yeah, all in all, I think it's a good toy. It does have about 90 degrees of bend if you can get it just right, and he does the splits perfectly, just absolutely perfectly. His legs can only go back that far, maybe a tad farther if we can get this out of the way. But if you can get it out of the way, the ball joints are really stiff and the legs like to pop off. So let's just try to keep all those parts in one spot, because I do not want to stress out those joints too much. This guy will be only displayed in robot mode for my collection. But anyways, I think it was definitely worth it. I picked this item up on eBay for a modest price, about 35 bucks, 40 bucks. I think it was well worth it, considering the fact that, you know, this is a decent model, and this is a decent toy. It's not one of those ones that I would transform 1,000 times and then put it back on my shelf for later collectible use. This is one that I would maybe transform maybe a handful of times, because the plastic on his joints are not what I would call superb, but it does pull off the look very well, and I do like this figure. I think it was a nice one. I think it's a bummer that we didn't manage to get this guy from Hasbro, at least. The only other one that I have from Hasbro, and I say that loosely because I had to order it from China, was this guy, Deluxe Class Q, or Wheeljack. So this was the last Dark of the Moon figure I purchased. However, for all of you Prime fans, this figure will be another review, probably by the end of this week. The next review that we're going to be doing is Dark of the Moon Leader Class Sentinel Prime. First of all, the only reason why we're doing this figure is because I've never owned one of Sentinel Prime personally. I've never owned any toys of Sentinel Prime whatsoever, and I managed to pick it up on eBay for a decent price, about $80 roughly. That's about how much I paid. I think it was a fair price, considering the fact that it's in almost excellent shape, and it comes with all of his accessories. Granted, I don't care if the batteries work, but anyways, that's not the toy we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about this one. I need to keep getting off track. Let's look closely at that head sculpt. I don't like that head sculpt very well. Let's see if I can steady this out. There we go. Overall, nice Transformer look there. All around, it's a nice one. Oh, I do have one more scale comparison. Actually, I don't have that one scale comparison. I do have the Human Alliance Leadfoot. I do have that one lying around somewhere. But if you're looking for a cheap Leadfoot toy that you don't need to worry about breaking, because the Human Alliance one broke a lot, this would definitely be the one to go for. I would not recommend this if you're buying it for your younger kids, especially the young Transformer collectors, because I know they like to play with their toys, and the pew pew, that's the whole sort of thing. This is for a collector only. I only say that because it's actually pretty decently detailed. I mean, they nailed the majority of his paint schemes on here, but if the only other way you could have gotten this, there was a 2-pack with top spin over there, and this guy, his thrusters were not painted, however, but the deluxe class version, I did learn, have the thrusters painted on for his shoulders, and the Target logo was not there, and in fact he had no logos whatsoever. But however, I do think this definitely is a good figure if you're looking for a Leadfoot figure that you just can't live without. This is one that I would definitely recommend. If you're looking for something that, to more beat up and not worry about, I would personally buy the more expensive one for that, because then those won't tend to fall apart. However, so You know, I'm actually really excited. Big news, guys. I graduated and got my Eagle Scout. Hooray on that. I got my Eagle Scout. I graduated. I graduated with a scholarship. I also managed to get a GPA of 3.9 and above. I graduated last weekend. Last weekend I graduated. There is a music video for my Eagle Scout up on my YouTube page, on a YouTube link somewhere. I don't know where that is, but no, if you want more Transformer reviews, you can go check out my Transformer toy reviews. If you want goof videos, I know I haven't kept my promise on the goof videos because I've just been really busy, but now thankfully that I'm graduated and I have my Eagle Scout, I am less busy, so I'll be able to get out more reviews and I will be able to get out more goof videos. We will also be doing another toy destruction, a knockoff toy destruction video along, just to see if we can get anything out of it. But if we do, hooray. If we don't, not gonna cry about it. But you know, that's it for this review. This is Deluxe Class Leadfoot, and I think that's all that's necessary to say. So, without further ado, I'm gonna do that boring, curmudgeonly thing that I always ask for people to do. Please hit that subscribe button. Please hit the like button. Please also don't forget to check out my my channel. I will be getting more gaming videos up on that soon. The next gaming video we do is going to be on Fallout 4. I recently got that for a decent price, and then the next game after that we're going to be looking at is Borderlands, the Handsome Collection. Personally, I've beaten the second one so many different times. We're going to be doing just the original Borderlands. So, thank you for watching. This is Thomas101 saying goodbye for now, and peace!